Hi, good evening, Khushi. How are you?
Good evening, sir. I'm fine. What's about you?
I am also fine. Just a minute. Okay, Khushi, you applied for a front-end position, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Firstly, introduce yourself.
Thank you for giving me opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Khushiya Patil. I'm from Chalisgaon. I have completed my BSc in Computer Science and I have a 1 year experience as a front-end developer in Chittaranjan Infotech Nasik.
Mhm.
And my work is to make website look good and work well. Recently, I work on a healthcare related project, patient management system.
Mhm.
In this project, I use a HTML, CSS, and JavaScript technology. And this project, I make a patient registration form. Uh, I use such as a name, contact number, uh, patient appointments, medical records information.
Mhm. Okay. How much rate yourself in HTML, CSS, JavaScript out of 10?
Uh, HTML and CSS, I give 8, and JavaScript, I also give 8.
Okay, fine. Okay, first we will take HTML and then we will take JavaScript.
Okay, sir.
Okay, what is difference between HTML4 and HTML5?
The doctag declaration in HTML4 is very lengthy, and doctag declaration in HTML5 is short. HTML4 is not support inaccurate syntax, and
Mhm.
HTML5 support inaccurate syntax. And the major difference between HTML4 and HTML5 is HTML4 store data on client side browser cache memory is used, and HTML5 it's use a SQL database web storage, and HTML4 does not support audio video tag. HTML5 support audio video tag.
Okay. What is CSS?
CSS is a cascading stylistic sheet. With the help of CSS, it's provide a look and make over to our HTML page.
Mhm. Okay. How many way we apply CSS?
There are three ways to apply CSS: internal, inline, and external CSS.
Okay. Which one is best and why?
The Suppose we have a small project, that time internal or inline CSS may be better, but the project is large, so that time we use the external CSS is better. But the drawback of external CSS is so more files, that time the load time may be increased.
Okay. What is box model?
Every HTML element is considered as a box model. Padding, margin, content. Padding is the space between border and content, and padding is the space inside border, and content is like content whenever we write.
Mhm. Okay. What is box sizing?
Um, Box sizing is used to calculate how the total height and width of a HTML element. The Suppose we have clients give a elements, the size is 360 but its size is 300. That time it increased 360 because of height and width is also applied.
Okay. Okay. What is difference between inline level element and block level element?
Inline level element always start on the same line. Block level element is start on a new line. We cannot apply left and right margin to the inline level element. We can apply left and right margin to the block level element. We cannot apply height and width to the inline element. We applied height and width to the block level element. The example of block level elements is table, div, and the example of inline element is span, like this.
Okay. What is difference between display name and visibility tab?
Display none and visibility hidden both are the CSS property. If we apply display none to any elements, that means the element is not visible in web page and it not occupy the space in web page. But we apply the visibility hidden property to any element, that means it is not visible but it's occupy the some space in HTML page.
Okay. What is attribute?
Attributes give some information to the browser.
Hmm.
Attributes give the some meta information to the browser. HERF source are the attribute.
Okay. What is SAS?
SAS stand for synthetical or some synthetical away some style sheet.
Hmm.
Um, SAS is a more stable, compatible, and it is the CSS and it is the CSS extension.
Hmm.
We use SAS. If we use a SAS, we use a mixin, mixin use nested CSS. We use a file. We create a .scss file or SAS file. Both are same.
Hmm.
That's about SAS.
Okay. What is flex?
Flex is a CSS property, um, and if we apply we apply display flex to the parent box, and there like a flex direction, row reverse, column, justify content, align item sentence are property are applied to their child. With the help of flex, we can easily move the HTML element anywhere.
Okay. How many way we can apply position in HTML element?
There are the five way. By default, it is a static, relative, absolute, fixed. If the fixed positions means if we apply the position fix, that time we page scroll, that time this element is not be moved top and bottom. This is fixed to the web page. And if you want to move the any element anywhere in HTML page, that time we use the position absolute and their parents will be give the position relative. And a sticky position means suppose we have a HTML element and we apply a sticky position uh, uh, from top 0, that means it's moved to the top 0 and then he sticks. That means it's not moved.
Okay. What is the row span and col span?
With the help of row span, we can merge two or more row into the single row, and with the help of col span, we can merge two or more column into the one single column.
Okay. What are the types of selector?
Selector, they are a basic selector, combinator selector, advanced selector, and pseudo selector. And the basic selectors are universal selector, tag selector, ID selector, and class selector. The combinator selectors are adjacent sibling selector, descendant selector, direct child selector, and the pseudo selectors are also two types: pseudo element and pseudo classes. The first child, first letter, they are the pseudo classes, and n type, n top child, they are the pseudo elements.
Okay. What is the difference between over and focus?
Over and
Focus.
focus.
Right.
Uh, Sorry, sir.
Okay, no problem. Okay, now let's start the JavaScript.
Yes, sir.
What is JavaScript?
JavaScript is a programming language for web. JavaScript has the ability to change and modify our HTML. With the help of JavaScript, we can make a more dynamic website. And JavaScript is invented by Brendan Each in 1995.
Mhm. Okay. What is function in JavaScript?
Function means it is a function is a set of function is a block of code which perform a specific task.
Mhm.
The
Okay. What is callback function?
A function is passed as the argument to the another function is called as a callback function.
And what is higher order function?
Uh, Higher order function, nothing.
Okay. What is data type in JavaScript?
There are the two type of data types, primitive data type and non-primitive data types. Primitive data type hold the value and non-primitive data types hold the reference. The primitive data types are string, boolean, number, not defined, and non-primitive data types is object, array, function.
Okay. What is difference between null and undefined?
The difference between null and undefined. Undefined means a variable is declared but we not assign the value, and null means the variable is not exist.
Okay. What is scope?
Scope is the availability and accessibility of a variable. There are the three type of scope: block scope, function scope, and global scope. Global scope means the variable is available in anywhere app.js file, and function scope means the variable is not available outside the function, and block scope is introduced in year 6. The let and const keyword are used to create a block scope.
Okay. What is coercion?
Just a minute, sir. Hello, sir.
What is coercion?
Coercion is a process to convert one data type into the another data type, like string to number, number to string, and so on.
Okay. What is difference between let, var, and const?
Let, var, and const.
Yes.
In a both they are var create a global scope and local scope. With if we declare a variable var, we can reassign, redeclare the variable. If we declare a variable with the let keyword, that means in a let reassignment is possible, but redeclaration is not possible. In a const, we cannot reassign and redeclare variable.
Mhm. And
And let and const create a block scope.
okay. What is mean by block scope?
Uh, Block scope means sorry,
What is factory function?
uh, factory function. Uh, Factory function create a new object and return it. Suppose we have create a same static variable. Suppose that we have declared. For example, we have a student records that f name, l name, and other information, and we want the same student information.
Mhm.
We use a factory function. Factory function we multiple data we want to declare same type of data multiple time, that time we use a factory function.
Okay. So what is constructor function?
Constructor function create a new object or instance with the help of new keyword.
Okay. If already exist in factory function, so why need constructor function? Have you understand the question?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Okay, no problem. Tell me any five string method and also explain.
String method. Replace. Replace is a string method. With the help of replace method, we can replace the name of a string. If you want to replace the, uh, suppose that the info text name in my string uh, 3 to 5 times, that time we replace globally. So we use I and G. And string method is uh, a split method is also slice also string method. Slice method create a new string.
Hmm,
It is used slice method get a no slice.
okay.
That's all.
Okay, first replace, second slice. What
Oh.
is split method?
Split method convert string into array.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
And
That's
do you know substring method?
yes. Substring, substr are also string method.
Hmm.
The difference between substring slice and substr is in a in slice, if the start index is greater than end index, so it's written empty. And in substr, if start index is equal to the end index, that time it's written empty. Both are the strings methods.
Uppercase, lowercase also string methods.
They are also string method. Lowercase method is used to convert string into the lowercase, and uppercase method is used to convert string into the uppercase.
And what is the index of method in string?
Uh, index of method. Index of method return the index number of a first occurrence of a string.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. Tell me any five array method and also explain.
Push also is the array method. If you want to add element to the last end of the array, that time we use the push method. And pop method, second is the pop. The if you want to remove the last element of an array, that time we use a pop. Um, in a push method, the length of newly array may or may not be same. And the join is also array method. If you want to convert array into the string, that time we use a join method. And shift and unshift is also array method. If you use the shift method, it's add the element to the uh, starting of the array. And unshift method remove the element from a starting array.
Do you know includes method in array?
Uh, yes, sir. Includes also array method. If the element is not present in array, that time it's written -1.
Okay.
Yes.
And which one methods in higher order functions method?
Higher order function method, filter, map,
Explain
find,
one by one.
find index. Yes, we use a map method. Uh, if if the condition, for example, we have an array and we want to double the array, that time we use a map. That means we apply the same functionality of each and every element. That time we use a map. And filter also for filter is also a higher order function. Uh, filter. Suppose we have an array and we want to the even numbers from this array. That time we use a filter. Filter return those elements that are satisfied the given condition. And find method find the element. Find index method return the index number, and uh, for each
Mhm. Right.
mm, sum and every also higher order function. Sum method, if any element is satisfied the condition, that's time it's return boolean value true or false, and every each and every element of array satisfied the condition, that time it's return true. And sort is also higher order function. If you want to arrange element in ascending or descending array, that time we use a sort method.
Okay. What is promise?
Promise is a JavaScript object which gives some value in future. They are the four state of promise. Resolve. Resolve means the promise is resolved successfully. Reject means something error is happened. That time reject is called. Settles means it's maybe either resolve or reject. And pending, that means promise is waited for result.
Okay. Tell me JavaScript is synchronous or asynchronous?
The default behavior of JavaScript is synchronous. Uh, all the functions are executed one by one. If we want to suppose that we have a two function, create function and fetch data, and we want to firstly call the create function. That time we use a promise async to create a synchronous behavior of JavaScript.
Okay. Okay. If we have a callback function, right? So why need promise?
Because of callback function, suppose we have multiple functions. That time it's so lengthy and it is difficult to understand,
Hmm.
and it's create a callback chaining. The code is difficult to read. If we use a promise, so it is more readable. So we use a promise.
Okay. Okay. If we have a promise, so why need async await? Do you know async await?
Yes, sir. Async means it is a synthetical sugarcoating over promise. They are the two method try and catch. If method is successfully called, it's that time try block is executed. If the uh, API call is reject, that time the catch block is executed.
Okay. So why need async await if already exists a promise?
Not remember, sir.
Okay. What is difference between promise all and promise rest
Promise.
and promise rest?
Sorry, sir.
Okay, JavaScript is a single threaded, right?
Yes.
So how we achieve JavaScript multi-threaded?
We use a promise and a synovate.
Do you know web worker?
Hello, sir.
Do you know web worker?
No, sir.
Okay. What is web storage and explain web storage methods?
Web storage is also called as DOM storage. They are the two type of web storage, local storage and session storage. Local storage store data permanently. If we close the browser and reopen, the store data is not expired. If in a session storage, the session will be expired, the data will be erased. It is
Hmm.
that's all.
And which one methods exist in Web storage.
JSON dot stringify and JSON dot parse.
And set timeout.
Set timeout is also browser API.
Okay. What is mean by anonymous function?
A function without name is a anonymous function.
Okay. Can you share your screen?
Yes, sir. So my screen is visible.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. In the app.js file, you take JSON placeholder one URL.
JSON placeholder URL. That means API.
Yes. So how to get data from API in JavaScript using promises?
Sorry, sir, I'm not prepared this topic.
Okay, no problem. Write a program for a reverse string.
Reverse string. Yes, sir.
Please write a without any method.
Without any method.
Yes. without any meta character at also method.
Hello, sir.
Yes. So okay. Write a program for a prime number. Number is prime or not. Okay, question. Try after
Yes.
an interview. Do you know pure function? What is mean by pure function?
A function which is not depend on any external declaration is a pure function.
Mm. And
And can I show the example of pure function?
yes, yes. Second point is in pure function, return keyword is must,
Yes, sir.
right? And your prime number algo, nobody here any return keyword.
Yes, sir. This is a pure function. If this is the example of pure function.
Mm.
If we declare y outside the function, it's not a create function. It's not a pure function because of function is depend on the external variable.
Okay, okay, no problem. What is document object model?
DOM stand for document object model. Every The web page is loaded into the browser. Browser creates the document object of each and every element. With the help of DOM, we can change, update our HTML and CSS.
Okay, what is the difference between class list and class name?
Difference between class list and class name.
Class name.
Class We use a class name. That means with the help we class list add up two or more classes. It's not garbage, it's previous class. But if we use a class name, it's garbage your previous class and just show the newly added class.
Okay. What is the difference between set timeout and set interval?
Set timeout and
Set interval.
sorry, sir.
Okay. Do you know call, apply, bind?
For apply bind, no, sir.
What is spread operator and rest operator?
Uh, Spread operator. Spread operator the element into the array, and rest operator, it's collecting the other element of array. Maybe. Sorry, sir.
Okay, no problem. What is difference between map and for each?
Map and for each. Uh, Both are the higher order function. Map return For each does not return a new array. Map return the new array. For each return undefined. Map is return newly created array provided by callback function. And that's all.
Okay. Do you know closure?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please explain.
Uh, Closure define the lexical scope of variable. Lexical scope is the parent scope. Um, the inner function can use all the properties of outer function, and outer function return of inner function.
Okay. What is iffy?
What, sir?
What is iffy? Do you know iffy?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. What is array destructuring?
In array destructuring means the uh, order of array is matter in array destructing. Array destructing means we can assign array to the new variable. Can I show you examples of?
Yes, yes.
In a destructing array, we use a let keyword and brackets. Uh, the value of 1, 12, 23 and 40 we assign into the new variable.
Okay. What is date in JavaScript?
Uh,
Date, D-A-T.
yes, sir. Date is a function in JavaScript. With the help of date, uh, we can create a timer on a web page. Date is declared with a new keyword, and and all other methods are get date, get year, get month, get minute, get millisecond. Date is the constructor function with a new keyword.
Okay. What is difference between local storage and session storage?
Uh, uh, um, Local storage means if we store a data into the local storage, it is not removed if uh, we open the new tab, or if we close the browser and reopen. The data is stored, the data with a no expiration. And if we store data into the session storage, So if we browser is closed or a new tab is open, the data will be garbage. That is the difference between local storage and session storage.
Okay, Khushi, your interview completed for my side. Do you have any question for me?
Um, no, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
So